In our world full of surprises and mysteries, some creatures remain dark. In this video, we will uncover some of Brazil's mysterious creatures that you've never heard of before. But before we dive into these stories, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Number 1. Deadly Giant Anacondas. First, we have the deadly giant anaconda, which lives in the heart of the Amazon rainforest. Brazil is a mesmerizing landscape dominated by the awe-inspiring Amazon River. Despite the name, the Amazon is a network of rivers, not just one. Here, countless species thrive, from the piranhas to pink river dolphins known as boto. To the north of this river lies the Amazon rainforest, the world's largest jungle, shrouded in mystery and teeming with terrifying discoveries waiting to be unraveled. The Amazon spreads across a staggering 4,250 miles, a testament to the sheer magnificence of this natural wonder. The heart of the Amazon is a magical place. It's a wild paradise where 600 mammal species, 3,000 fish species, 1,600 bird species, and over 100,000 insect species live in the lush greenery. The species here include jaguars, capybaras, and even manatees, amongst a myriad of other intriguing creatures. And of course, there's also a large variety of snake species. Many of these snakes are highly exotic and highly dangerous as well, but none are as dangerous as the anaconda. It produces no venom that allows it to kill prey. And yet, the anaconda is still a highly lethal serpent. How? The anaconda uses its long and very muscular body to hunt, boasting a hideously powerful strength. These giants of the boa family hide beneath the water's surface, their heads projecting like watchmen ready to strike. Their method of attack is simple, yet devastating. They charge towards their prey, wrapping them in a lethal hug, constricting them until all hope of escape fades away. One anaconda specimen measured 33 feet long and 3 feet wide. It also weighed a staggering 880 pounds, a living marvel in the world of serpents. However, fate had a cruel twist for this majestic creature as it died at the hands of humans. Number 2. The Terrifying Dynamo. Number 2 is the Deinosuchus. In the ancient land of Brazil, a bone-crushing reptile roamed, striking terror among its prey. Known as the Deinosuchus, this fearsome creature feasted on early dinosaur carcasses, ruling as a powerful predator in the prehistoric era, nearly 230 million years ago. In the charming town of Agudo, Brazil, paleontologists uncovered a remarkable discovery: a dinosaur graveyard. Amongst the other fossils, they found Deinosuchus remains, measuring 7.7 feet long. The name Deinosuchus means terrible crocodile, due to its strength and a bite that could shatter bones of its prey. This ancient predator sported a long snout and tail, complemented by massive jaws adorned with blade-like teeth designed for tearing flesh. 2 rows of bone plates decorated its rear, adding an intimidating edge to its already fearsome appearance. Its head bore similarities to that of a raptor, a member of the Ornithischian tribe, marking it as the Tyrannosaurus rex of its time. But what's interesting is that it may not have been an alpha predator. The fossil suggests it had a slow bite speed. This means it might have been a clever scavenger, grabbing opportunities to score free food instead of chasing other animals down. But regardless, the Deinosuchus's place at the top of the food chain was undeniable. With each heavy step, the Deinosuchus would shake the earth. It could walk on all fours, but also gain terrifying speed when running on its 2 hind limbs, swiftly closing in on unsuspecting victims. Unfortunately, the reign of the Deinosuchus eventually came to an end. It vanished from the landscape, leaving behind only its fossilized remains to tell the tale of its existence. The Deinosuchus continues to captivate our imagination, a testament to the wonders of the past and our strong desire for knowledge that drives us to uncover the secrets of our planet's history. Number 3. The Manaconda. At number 3, we have a strangely shaped snake nicknamed the Manaconda. It lives in the muddy waters, and when it emerges, the reason for that nickname becomes clear. But despite the humor in its similarity to a specific male body part, there's still a lot of things unknown about this creature. Researchers first encountered this creature in 1968, and it left them confused. It was a slimy, snake-like animal, a limbless amphibian that they called Atratochuana izelti. Even though it looked a bit unusual, they determined that it was part of the amphibian family, and not a reptile like they initially thought. For a long time afterwards, the Manaconda was a puzzle. No one saw another specimen till 2012, when a whole family of these cool creatures was found. They were more than 1 meter long and caught the attention of scientists, making them quite famous. As scientists began studying the Manaconda, They realized its way of life was as interesting as it looked. These creatures are blind and live in the fast-moving Amazon River. They kind of live both on land and in water, keeping their underwater life a secret. One remarkable aspect that puzzles researchers was the Manaconda's breathing mechanism. Scientists speculate that Manacondas lack lungs, relying instead on their skin to extract oxygen. Despite its questionable appearance, the Manaconda poses no threat to humans. Feeding on worms and small fish, this aquatic creature is harmless to anyone who stumbles upon them in the vast Amazon waters. As word of the Manaconda spreads, it has quickly become a symbol of the Amazon's diverse and mysterious animal life. Tourists and researchers flock to the region, eager to catch a glimpse of this phallic wonder. Although the Manaconda remains a rare sight, its attraction and curiosity continue to captivate those who venture into the Amazon. Number 4. Horrifying burial rites. On an archaeological dig deep within the Lapa do Santo Alego Center Cave, anthropologists unearthed evidence of gruesome old-age rituals. They found an ancient burial ground that's about 10,300 to 10,600 years old. The burial ground held a large amount of human remains. Many of these remains were mutilated and separated into multiple parts. There was a skull and jaw without a body, lying in a hollow spot and covered by flat pieces of stone. Right beside this unsettling find, scientists also found 6 spinal vertebrae and 2 cut-off hands. These hands are carefully placed as if they were part of a proper burial. One hand points down on the left side, and the other points up on the right. Researchers were astounded to see how well everything was arranged, but what was the purpose of doing so? Based on the evidence, they speculated that the young man buried there wasn't a defeated enemy. Instead, he was probably part of the tribe. The mutilation of his body may have been an important spiritual rite of sorts. Further analysis of the skull revealed evidence that the soft parts of the head had been removed. How and why? It's possible that they engaged in ritual cannibalism, or maybe the man mutilated himself as a part of his worship. To researchers, figuring out the way of life these ancient Brazilians practiced is a huge puzzle. Some experts think that certain groups in Brazil might have eaten members of their tribe who died, as a way to stay connected with their families. And it wasn't a haphazard process. Even in that primitive era, their society had very meticulous rituals. As we dive into the depths of ancient Brazil, we find a world both captivating and chilling. The veil of time lifts, offering us a glimpse into the puzzling rituals that shaped the lives and deaths of our distant ancestors. Number 5. The mysterious glass frogs. Meet the glass frogs, creatures that look like they come from a fairy tale. With their big white eyes, you might even mistake one for a Jim Henson puppet. Glass frogs have a unique whistling cry that sounds like insects, which has confused scientists for a long time. They are hard to spot because of this sound. The last time someone saw a glass frog in Costa Rica was in 1973. Glass frogs have see-through skin so you can see their bones, intestines, and beating hearts. It's like they're wearing a delicate mask. Nature's imagination is amazing, but why these frogs have see-through skin was a mystery until recently. New research has finally uncovered why glass frogs look so strange. Their see-through skin acts like a veil, helping them hide in the leaves and stay safe from enemies. Even though they might remind us of Kermit, these frogs are tough and don't like sharing their space. Male glass frogs fight hard to protect their territory from other frogs. It's a thrilling battle happening in the rainforest, where these frogs look pretty while acting tough to stay in charge. Glass frogs are like living art, showing us how cool and detailed nature can be. When we look at these frogs, we're getting a peek into unique creatures, things that usually stay hidden in the rainforest. And when the sun goes down in Costa Rica, you can hear the glass frogs putting on their usual nighttime show, with a chorus of whistles. It's like a concert of life happening under the moonlit sky. Number 6. Brazil's tiny Titanosaurian at number 6, the Ibirania parva. In the vast landscape of Brazil's São Paulo state, a brave group of dinosaur experts set out on a mission that would lead to an amazing discovery. In the sun-soaked ground of Vila Ventura, the dinosaur experts found at least 4 Ibirania parva fossils. Each one was like a treasure from the past. This mysterious species called Ibirania parva, or titanosaurs, lived on Earth about 83 million years ago, during the late Santonian and early Campanian eras of the Upper Cretaceous period. It was quite small, only about 5.7 meters or 18.7 feet long, making it one of the tiniest long-necked dinosaurs that ever roamed the Earth. Titanosaurs belong to the prestigious Titanosauria, a diverse group of long-necked sauropod dinosaurs that dominated the late Jurassic to the end of the Cretaceous period. These creatures were remarkably diverse and distributed all over the globe. Even faraway lands like Asia held some species of titanosaurs. Not all titanosaurs were small, some were actually quite large, but all of them shared the trait of being plant eaters. This dinosaur had some unique properties that helped it survive tough times in the São José do Rio Preto Formation, a place where there were long periods without much rain. Their immense size acted as an obstacle against predators, while their long necks allowed them to reach high vegetation, gaining an advantage in finding food. With herbivorous diets, they faced less competition for resources. Some species had armor or defensive features, offering protection. Social behavior and living in groups provided safety through numbers. Their long tails possibly served as a defense mechanism. Adapting to various climates and environments showcased their versatility. These combined features enabled titanosaurs to successfully survive their prehistoric world. Delving deeper into their findings, the researchers discovered that Ibarrania parva belonged to the Saltasaurini family of titanosaurs. These dinosaurs were smaller than the famous ones we knew before. This discovery was amazing because it showed how ancient animals adapted to tough conditions. In South America, there were lots of Saltasaurus dinosaurs, and they were getting smaller over time. Some experts thought this happened because of where they lived, while others believed it was to find new homes once lived in by Diplodocus sauropods. Number 7. The chocolate frog. In the heart of Peru's vast Amazon rainforest, a delightful discovery has emerged, capturing the world's imagination. It all began with a picture of an odd-looking amphibian that went viral on Twitter, captivating the hearts of all who laid eyes upon it. This strange little creature has been affectionately dubbed the chocolate frog for its smooth, chocolate-textured skin similar to that of Harry Potter's famous sweet treat. Far from the crowded streets of Brazil, this unusual find took place in Peru's portion of the Amazon. The Peruvian Institute of Herpetology's researcher, German Chavez, and his colleagues were surprised at the frog's sudden surge in popularity. They didn't understand why so many people found it interesting. They thought that maybe its fame was because it kind of looks like chocolate. The researchers who first discovered it were really curious about the chocolate frog, so they decided to learn more about it. The team listened for the frog's special beep-beep sounds and waited patiently for the frogs to come out from their hiding spots under the ground. Finally, their efforts bore fruit. Amongst the dense peatlands, the team unearthed 1 young and 2 adult chocolate frogs, marking a groundbreaking discovery. The scientific world rejoiced as the frog was formally classified as a new species to science, taking on the name Synopsia instanta, a tribute to the chocolate frog's unique snout. Here are some of the interesting facts they discovered about these creatures. This frog loves to hang out in rare places called Amazon peatlands. These are wet and muddy spots filled with old plants. Chocolate frogs have long noses and are pretty small, only the size of a coin. This means they can easily dig into the soft and wet ground. This is great because it helps make the peatlands better for all the other animals that live there. Their ability to burrow easily also makes them adept at moving around underground. It's like they are playing a game of hide-and-seek in the dirt. Yet, while the chocolate frog may have been unknown to science, it has never been a stranger to the locals of the Peruvian Amazon. For a long time, tribal communities like Peru's Nativa Tres Esquinas have lived alongside this cute creature. This shows how people, animals, and nature have a special connection in the area. As the sun sets over the green shade of the Amazon, the tale of the chocolate frog unfolds. It reminds us that the world's wonders often lie hidden in the most unassuming corners, awaiting courageous explorers to uncover their mysteries. Number 8. The Horned Beast. In the lively state of Bahia in Brazil, where seaside towns are full of American tourists looking for summer fun, something creepy happened during the busiest time of the year. An eerie picture was taken, showing a strange, otherworldly being. In the middle of the mangrove trees stood a weird, demon-like creature. It seemed to be standing in the murky river, and it was holding a lifeless child. In terms of appearance, the creature had a bald, round head with sharp horns sticking out. But the identities of the child in the picture, as well as the creature, were both unknown. People started speculating and guessing what was going on. People had different ideas about what the creature in the picture could be. Some thought it was a clam fisherman who blended in with the muddy landscape. Others said it was just a trick involving special effects. But none of these theories could explain the creature's appearance. As for the child, nobody knew who it was either. No disappearances were reported nearby, and the child's face could not be seen clearly in the photo. The rumors of this horned creature have been circulating ever since, scaring both locals and visitors. The locals whisper about a dangerous thing in the forests that has taken many people who were never seen again. But it's also possible that the evil being is entirely human. They might be trafficking people, or kidnapping them to work as slave labor, or perhaps even as murder victims. As for the photographer, some claim he was also a young boy, supposedly only 15. After the photographer saw this creepy creature, it's believed that he freaked out and ran away in terror. But even with all the reported sightings and rumors, there isn't any strong proof to solve the mystery of Bahia's horned beast. The mystery still lingers, leaving everyone thinking about whether such a horrifying thing could actually exist. While the coastal towns in Bahia are still full of tourists looking for summer fun, the idea of such a terrifying creature lurking nearby is ever present. Is there really a creepy creature lurking in the shadows, waiting for people who get too close to its mangrove-covered secret? Or is it something much more mundane? Even though we do not know for sure, brave people keep trying to find out the truth. The story of Bahia's horned beast keeps going, and has become a spooky tale that people will remember for a long time. It reminds us that there are mysterious and dangerous things out there in the wild places of the world. Number 9. The Mapinguari. Our last item on the list at number 9 is another one of these creatures, the Mapinguari. This is a very old and mysterious creature that people talk about a lot in Brazilian folklore. Some people say it's real, while others think it's just a story. People call it by many different names, like Juma or the giant hairy wildman. They say it lives in the thick jungles of Brazil, Venezuela, and Paraguay. People tell different stories about how it looks. Some say it's like a one-eyed person, and others say it's a dark red beast with a big mouth on its belly. Others also believe it's the same species as Bigfoot. It stands on 2 legs and can be around 7 feet tall. It has a face like a monkey and a huge body like a bear. The way it looks is strange and spooky, like a mix of a human and something else. And it scares people who catch a glimpse of it in the dark of the Amazon. People also say the Mapinguari makes a really scary roar that sounds like thunder that never stops, which scares people a lot. A bird expert named David Oren even said that if you heard the roar, you would run away without thinking. Many times people have claimed they saw the Mapinguari, and that made some scientists go on a trip to look for it, but they couldn't find it. Some scientists think the Mapinguari might be a huge sloth called the Megatherium. The Megatherium was a really big sloth that lived a long time ago. It was even bigger than an elephant, and was one of the largest animals back then. It ate leaves that other animals could not reach. Even though it's been gone for a long time, some people still say they've spotted giant sloths, so some think the Mapinguari might be one. The story of the Mapinguari is exciting because it reminds us that there are still many mysteries in the Amazon jungle. Every sound and noise makes us wonder if we will find this strange creature that has been a mystery for a very long time. Our journey has been full of wonder and excitement as we've explored the mysteries of Brazil's past and present. The untamed magic of the Amazon's beauty has a way of staying with you forever. From huge snakes to strange creatures like the Mapinguari, each animal has a special story that's part of nature's amazing plan. It's like an invitation to come back and discover more of the hidden treasures that the forest keeps. What are your thoughts about all these creatures? Let us know in the comments section if you would like us to uncover other mysterious creatures like these.